a few years after founding the business, I realized that even though I had sold before, I certainly wasn't getting the results that I was hoping for with my own business. So I actually inquired with one of my clients who was very sales focused and within my network, and both of them referred me to Sandler Milton. And so I made a phone call, and we've been working with them since then. And I've also expanded what we're doing with them over the years as well. So, because I appreciate the advice that he provides. Well, yeah, we started off with sales, and at the time we were very small. There was 3 of us, and 2 of us went through foundations, and then I continued on with sales mastery, and I've continued on that. I like to say I'm a slow learner, and I need the repetition, so I keep going back, and then a few years ago, so as our team has grown and we had more business challenges, I guess 2 things. One, we put all of our technical staff through sales foundations. And it's not that we're expecting them to go out there and start doing cold calls or start, closing deals or anything like that. But it gives us a common language to speak when we're talking about acquiring new clients and dealing with existing clients, because Sandler is underneath sales. It's a people business, and how to understand personalities, how to interact with people, how to word things, how to serve your clients. So that's why we have everybody go through it. It gives us a common language to speak. So Andrew does business coaching, and I'd heard that he'd done it and had some good feedback from actually other people that were in the sales program. And so we decided to engage him for that 3 or 4 years ago, and been working with him in that as well. So again, we've expanded from just, me going through to be a better salesperson to having my entire staff understand sales fundamentals, personality fundamentals, learning styles, and help us guide through some of the challenges that businesses can have. I think what really helps us understand and therefore apply what they teach, it's a big emphasis on practice and interactivity. Every training session, you're doing practice with other participants, and he encourages practice, outside as well. And I've been in other sales training in past lives where the trainees are essentially, passive participants, just sitting there listening to the trainer drone on. But with Sandler Milton, I feel that we're all participants, and that really helps to apply with what's being taught. So that's for me is key, I think. For some of the results from a numbers standpoint, we doubled revenue twice in the first 5 years working with Andrew. Now, we were small. We'd only been in business a couple of years when we started, but it was about 5 years later, we had grown substantially, landed our biggest deal at that point, and we doubled in that final year after already doubling prior to that. From a coaching standpoint, and we continue to, let's back up for a second, we've continued to grow since then. From a coaching standpoint, I find he's very good at separating wheat from chaff and helping us look at root problems, not necessarily the symptoms, and help us look at problems from a different perspective, and be able to therefore provide some guidance. If somebody's considering working with Sandler Milton, just stop considering. It's just that simple. Indecision can be one of the biggest challenges I think we all face in moving our business forward. And there's really no reason not to. In terms of ROI, it will pay for itself. And don't just take the least offering. If Andrew offers you, multiple different engagement packages, he doesn't usually, but if he does, you want to make sure your entire team is engaged, and make sure that whether it's a big corporation and you're dealing with the VP of sales, or whether it's a smaller business and you're dealing with the owner, whoever you are in that leadership position, you need to be committed in order for your people to be committed. I used to work for a very large multinational corporation many years ago, and you could see that when leadership wasn't committed, nobody seemed to care, and the results were self-evident. So make sure that just move forward and make sure that you're fully engaged.